Let's get back and analyze other options for conversion event. The strategy I will present to you now costs less than the first one. But before we move on, you need to keep in mind that this rule, you should select a conversion event that's being completed at least 15 to 25 times per week, is applicable to all conversion events. Let's talk about view content. The price that will cost you to make someone see your website depends on a lot of factors, especially the country you are targeting. But usually, it's between $0.3 and $3. If you are getting a price for click more than $3, you should review your campaign unless you are an expert selling high-ticket items like cars, for example. In this case, the click might cost you much more. So if every page view costs 50 cents, in order to get 50 page views, you need to consider a budget of $25 per week, which means less than $4 per day. And because the cost is very limited and small, I recommend you to get more than 50 page views and go with a $7 to $10 budget per day. After 1 week, you will definitely get more than 50 page views, and Facebook will have data to use it in order to optimize your ad. Let's say after 1 week you have 120 clicks, 27 add to carts and 5 purchases. Now you can see that you had more than 25 add to cart. This means now you can move the pixel conversion from view content to add to cart, or create another ad set with the conversion event as add to cart. If you didn't get your 25 add to cart, you should still invest some budget in the view content in order to get more than 25 add to cart in a week, in order to be able to start optimizing for add to cart. So now you are optimizing for add to cart, and after 1 week, let's suppose you had 249 clicks, 67 add to cart and 33 purchases. Now you have more than 25 purchases in 1 week, and you could start optimizing for purchase. So let's sum up. Begin with view content. Once you get more than 25, ideally 50 add to cart, you start optimizing for add to cart. And once you have 25 purchases, ideally 50, you start optimizing for purchase. So now, after finishing up strategy number 2, let's move on to strategy number 3, the engagement objective. The strategy I will teach you now is also very powerful, especially when the targeting of your audience is difficult. So the strategy consists by first picking an engagement objective, and then by choosing a large audience, let's say 1 million person or more. So why I start with an engagement objective? Well, because engagement is much less expensive than conversion, because there is less competition. And when you have a large audience, it's better to target them with engagement first. With engagement objective, you can show your ad to much more people with the same budget. So first, you put a daily budget equal to your margin. Let's say $20 per day for 3 days. After 1 day, if your price per click is more than $1, you should kill the ad and try another ad copy or another image or video. So let's say you got 6,000 view videos of your product after 3 days. And let's assume there are 1,500 people who saw more than 50% of the video. It means there are 1,500 persons interested somehow in your product. You create an audience out of these 1,500 persons. I will show you later how to create an audience out of people who watched a certain percentage of your video. Then you create an ad set, and this time you choose conversion as the objective. And you target again those 1,500 people using one of the two strategies I taught you at the beginning of this lecture. And now you have a great chance to make massive sales because you are targeting people who are interested somehow in your product. If you are a beginner with a low budget, this strategy could be very good. I know you are overwhelmed with all this information. That's why I recommend you to see this video again if there is something not clear. So to sum everything, if you have some experience and you have a budget, go with purchase and apply the first method I showed you in this lecture. If you are a beginner with a small budget, go step by step, view content first, then add to cart and then purchase. Or you can start with an engagement objective and then target people interested in your product again by using a conversion event. But always remember, there are no set rules with Facebook advertising. It's important to test different options and see what works best for you. All the strategies I give you are strategies that worked for me. Hope you enjoyed this lecture. See you in the next one where we will go in depth in the ad set level.